Hi everyone, my name is Moni.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we have another playthrough for you. This time it is for a quick playing dueling snowflake game called Winter.
This game is designed by Maria and Enrique Blanco. It's published by Devir Games, and it is kind of a return for us to our Filler Friday series that we used to do a little over a year ago. We haven't done that in a while. This is a two-player only game, and the box says it plays in roughly about 10 minutes.
That's right. And so the first time we played this game, I think, was at Essen Spiel just last month. And we were very surprised at how quick playing it was and how strategic and mean it can be.
Yes.
Right? And so if you've never heard of this game before, in this game, we're basically going to be building out a lattice of snowflakes and then watching it all thaw and melt. And so at the end of the game, it's going to be whoever is the last person standing is going to be the winner. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a teach of the game and then go straight into our two-player playthrough and end with a review. So if you're interested in jumping around, we'll include timestamps in the description below.
Now lastly, if you like these kind of videos and want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our two-player game of Winter. Welcome to the start of winter. We felt like it was a fitting theme, right?
December.
And so today, I'm going to be playing as the light blue colored snowflakes.
I'll be the dark blue.
Yes, and we have our counters to kind of keep track of who's who. And so the way that the game works is at the start of the game, we're going to have one card already face up on the table, just like this. And all the cards in the deck are essentially like that. They all have 4 snowflakes of either of our colors in different arrangements. Because over the course of the game, we're basically going to be building out a lattice formation of these snowflakes. And then in the second half of the game, everything's going to be melting. And whoever has the last counter token on the board remaining is going to be the winner. It's last person standing. And so whoever the first player is actually going to start the game by placing out an additional card onto the board. Now, whenever you place cards on the table, there are a few rules that you have to follow. The first thing is you cannot orient it so that the card is horizontal. They all must be in a vertical orientation. But when you place a card out, you can kind of stagger the card so that only half of the card is adjacent to one that's already on the table. You can also do something like this. I can flip it around like this. Because at the end of the day, you are trying to form a square of your own colored snowflakes. Because on your turn, you're allowed to do one of 2 things. You can either place out a card, or you can place out one of your counter tokens in the middle of a square of all your color, just like that. You cannot do both, though. So I would not be able to place out a card and do that. It's one or the other. So if I were to take a turn and place out a card, then I would just place it out. And this would be really, really bad because now I'm giving Naveen.
Yeah, you just set me up.
I'm setting him up, so maybe I'll do that. Now this phase will end as soon as the very last card is drawn. There you go. I just wanted to give a little bit more on the table as an example. And so I just want to note that this would actually be really, really great for me because I have 2 additional places here for putting out my counter tokens, and I'd be really, really set up for the next round. Now, as soon as the very last card in this deck is played on the table, that will end the freezing phase, and then starting with the next player, they're going to start the thawing phase of the game, where we now have 3 options for what we can do on our turn. We can either move a card and relocate it to another side of the playing area, as long as relocating it would allow us to place out one of our tokens. However, you cannot move or remove a card that has a counter token on it. So the way that these 4 cards are positioned right now, we would not be able to remove any of these because my snowflakes are kind of holding them in place. So if we had another card, maybe like, ooh, this is a bad example. I guess it's a fine example. Because say if this card were here and no counter tokens were on it, and it were my turn, I could choose to relocate it and put it somewhere like this, immediately placing out a counter token. Or I could just remove it. So those are the 2 options for moving or removing cards. The third option, if you can't do either of those 2 things, is you can remove, or you must remove, actually, one of your own counter tokens. And so that's how the actual melt happens. And so during this phase, we're going to be taking turns going back and forth, taking one of those 3 actions until somebody has removed their very last snowflake counter from the board. And at that point, whoever is still remaining is going to be the winner. If that was confusing at all, we're going to demonstrate this entire thing as we play the game. But before we get started, we just have to see who goes first.
Sure. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
You.
Me, I am first.
Okay. First.
Which means I get to place out the first card. But let's go ahead and shuffle that first.
Sure. Okay, so here is the deck nice and shuffled. And the first card that we see is very light blue heavy.
Wow, interesting. And something that we kind of misspoke about during the teach is we don't actually know whose snowflakes are going to be whose.
What color, yeah.
Because I'm the start player, which means I get to put out the first or the second starting card. But after I place this out, then the second player is going to get to decide who plays which color.
Okay.
So right now, this is very light blue heavy. If I did something like this, then of course Naveen would want to be the light blue.
I'd probably say light blue,
right?
yeah.
All right, so we want to do something that is sort of advantageous for all. I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
Is that terrible?
I mean, there's light blue going here, dark blue going here, so...
I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna do it like that and keep it simple. Naveen, which color snowflake would you like to be?
Seeing as there's a lot more light blue, we're switching it up.
Okay.
There we
now
go.
It begins.
Party lines have been drawn.
All right, Naveen. Take your turn. Are you going to place a card?
I cannot place a token.
Right.
Because there's no legal 2x2.
Right,
so
right.
I'm going to be doing this.
Okay.
Another one.
Okay.
You know what? I'd like this
Wow.
to be something like that.
So, boom. You can't put out a token.
No.
Yet.
I'm salivating them.
So I must put out a card. Okay. This is really kind of good for you right now, Naveen.
Kind of.
I don't like it, but I guess I'll do this. And so, as you can see, this is kind of the reason why our shot is a little bit zoomed out, because we don't know where this lattice is going to take us. So,
yeah.
all right.
I'm not going to put a token out because I don't feel the burn on needing to right now. So let's go ahead and flip over a card. Ooh.
Where are you going to put that?
I'm going to put that here.
Oh, gosh. Naveen.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of light blue formations.
I know. Well, there you go.
Okay, this is great. So I guess I have to do this, right? So this is, placing this here gets me 2 squares.
Yeah.
I have this one and this one. All right, back to you.
All right, so I think I'm going to do one more card and then make a decision after this.
Now you got to be cautious because there is a timer on this. You know, as soon as this deck runs out, you go immediately into thawing.
So the only thing that I see that's I could do this or basically this if I want to create a 4.
Sure.
So I will do this one right here.
You do that?
I think so.
All right. Well, I'm going to start putting these out. So you can put out one counter.
One at a time. All right. I'll put one up.
Turn. I might as well
Let's
do
just
that.
get these on the board now.
I'm going to place out a card. Okay. Where to put you? Well, seeing as you did that, I'm just going to place this here.
That's good.
All right. Back to you.
All right. I like the option of making more before... Oh, gosh. This one is that thing. I blocked myself. And I can't do this legally. Careful not to make any bridges now. I know. Because during the thawing phase, if you destroy a bridge, it'll melt away an entire section of the lattice. That's a problem. That is a problem. I think I'll place it down here like this. Okay. I think that seems pretty good. All right. Well, we are starting to push on our borders right now. Well, seeing as there are some risky areas for building out some snowflakes, I'm going to place this out and maybe try to block some of those areas. Because I don't think I could even form something with this. Yeah, I'm going to place this here. Let's just block out that light blue snowflake thing. All right. Let's do this. Okay, this is good. We'll just take this one and put that right there. This is good for you, though. Look at that. That is... Ooh, do I want that there, though? Oh, okay. I don't know if I want that there, because then I block off this. I mean, something's got to give. Yeah, something's got to give. All right, why not? Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to keep going. So we're getting closer towards the end there. This is a terrible card. This does nothing. I guess this is sort of just like a blocking card. Sure. So maybe I'll just go... I guess I'll just put it here. That way I have something kind of going on. Okay, yeah. All right, back to you. This is a very strange... this is different. I'm a little nervous that this... once this runs out, that's it. You do not have the opportunity to put these out. So I have some things that I need to manage here. So I'll do that. Then let's run the clock on Naveen, shall we? Sure. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. Nice. All right. Let's put one here. Okay, I'm going to do some as well. All right, now it's time to draw. Yeah. There. Oh, perfect. No. Perfect. Awful. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Well, I'm not looking for more blue, but you know. There you go. Back to you. All right, let's put a token out. Let's put out a card. Ooh, hey. I'm going to go right there. Yeah, it's good. That creates a thing. Yeah. All right, back to you. Do I have any 2x2s that I'm missing here? I don't think so, right? So because of that, I'm going to draw a card. Oh, nice. This is good. This is good. This is good for me.
Well, let's see. There are 2 cards left.
Yeah. This is kind of the chicken part right here.
Gosh, do I play? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Back to you.
Ugh.
I don't think I have any out right now, so I'm going to...
You have to play.
Play a card. Ooh.
Can you create?
Yeah, I think this is going to have to go...
You can create, yeah.
Here, maybe? I don't know if the bottom half here is seen. Yeah, the bottom half of the card is possibly off screen, but just so you know, they are 2 light blue snowflakes.
2 light blues on the bottom.
Yeah, if we need to kind of move things around, then we will at a later time. All right, back to you.
All right, well, I think I want to end this because I don't think there's another snowflake I can legally put out. I don't see any 2x2s anywhere. Yeah, because this is blocked off, even if I were to... Okay, let's just do this.
You have to put out a card.
Oh, look at how nice this card would have been.
Yeah, where are you going to put it?
I'm just going to put it here.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, there you go.
There you go.
That is the end of the freezing phase. It ends immediately after that card is placed. Since Naveen was the one who ended the freezing phase, I get to start the thawing phase.
You're first.
So as a reminder, on your turn, you have 3 options for actions. You can move a card as long as it creates another...
you have to form another lattice. 2x2. Yeah.
Or you can just remove the card. Any removed cards are out of the game. And the third option, which is the worst option, is you can remove, or you must remove, one of your own counter tokens. So let the thawing begin, shall we?
So just a score count. I have only 3 snowflakes not in play, and you have 4. So I have 1 technically extra out there.
And there is no technical score per se.
It's just how much survival points you have.
Naveen is definitely surviving more than I
1.
am.
Yeah.
So I am going to probably move or remove a card. The only cards that are not currently trapped by counters are these 2. So these are our only options for moving them. Yeah. But if I'm going to move it, it has to form another square. And I don't think this is going to form one for me.
No.
With just this one single corner spot.
No.
Which means I have to move this. And I think we're going to need to zoom out. So we're going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. We'll be back. All right, now that everything is visible, this is the card that I was moving from here. And I'm going to relocate it to down here. Because that does form a 2x2. And during this phase, we place out our counter tokens immediately on all squares that are valid.
Right.
So sometimes placing a card will give you several
Potentially
squares.
2 of them, yep.
Yeah. All right, Naveen, now it's back to you.
Yeah.
And now the only valid card that you can move is this one.
This one.
Which is a really nice card for you.
Okay, this is the only card. So I have the option of going down here or going up here. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. So I'll go ahead and put it right there. Okay. I'll kind of overlap this just a little bit so we can stay in kind of the field of view.
Yeah, part of the card might be off screen.
Yeah.
But this is the only
This is the part that really matters. Bang. Until somebody is going to assess there. But there we go.
All right.
I'm alive.
It's back to me, and every single card is kind of latched down by a token of sorts. So this means I must remove one of my own counters.
Right.
It's not ideal.
No.
But we may want to be strategic about which one I remove.
Sure.
So I'm just going to start by removing this one. I know Naveen is going to win this back and forth. Oh, no,
That's
is Naveen's.
Mine. I was like, what are you doing?
I'm used to being light blue.
It's always light blue.
Yeah. So then I guess I'll remove this one.
Nice.
Naveen is definitely going to win the back and forth of removing tokens, but it'll leave him with the most difficult decisions as to which ones to remove.
I know. Yeah.
So good luck, Naveen.
Thanks.
Back to you.
Well, seeing as you identified this one as a very solid candidate for removal, I'll do it then. And now it's your turn.
Well, I think I'm going to remove this one. So this unlocks 2 cards for moving and removal. So
moving and removal. Oh, man.
Yeah. Have fun with that.
Shoot. Okay. I think I have to trash this one.
Okay.
Straight trash it. Because if I don't and I trash this one, you can take this one and form that there.
Yeah, and I could take this one and form that there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same thing.
Can I form, though? That's the question. I don't think I can.
I don't think you can either. I specifically removed that token thinking that neither of these cards were valid for you.
Yeah.
So you'd have to remove one and I would get the other.
Yeah.
So unless you can find something.
I don't think so. I'm looking at it.
Would have been nice right there.
Yeah,
right?
but unfortunately we cannot turn sideways. So, all right. That's my trash card.
Okay, so cards that are removed from the board are removed from the game. These are never going to come back. Unlike counter tokens, when you remove your counter tokens, you can still put them out if possible. All right, so it goes back to me, and I'm going to do what I pointed out. Take this card and relocate it to down here because it forms another one for me.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, back to you, Naveen. You still one up.
Well, I'm gonna have to remove. I'm gonna have to remove. So I think I'm gonna I want to leave no like fingerlings that you can gain more with, right? So
Sure.
I think this one might be a good candidate.
Okay.
That's good right there.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, because it doesn't open up any spaces that are not pinned down.
Right. I mean, I guess I'll do the same. This one is sort of like that for me.
Yeah.
So now everything is still pinned down.
Man. All right. I think it has to be this one.
Yep. Okay.
What
so
are you
now,
doing, Monique?
Now, what do we do?
A decision must be made.
Yeah. Well, there's no like very good answer for me right now. So I think I'm going to remove this because it kind of puts Naveen in an interesting position. This is the only card that unlocked. And if Naveen were to remove that, it would separate this entire section from the rest of the group. And so this area would melt away and he would also lose a counter.
I would.
So whatever you want to do, Naveen.
Can I use this to create anything? I don't think so. I think we're in the same problem.
I think so too. I think.
What an offensive, defensive move. I think I have to. I know. I think I have to just get rid of it, right? Like that. There's no other solution.
Yeah, you could remove one of your other tokens,
which I'm not going to do. So, which it's going to happen right here anyway. So let's just get rid of this now because this created a little island here on its own. You basically assess the 2 islands that are created. Whoever has the smaller amount of cards, all of them get wiped out of the game, including my nice little token there. All right.
So I'll take the cards.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Because these are removed from the game permanently. Thank you. But then it goes back to me. So I am faced with that difficult decision. This is so tough right now. I think Naveen definitely has the upper hand, but I'm going to remove this.
Ooh.
So now these 2 cards are open. Naveen,
I like that.
Choose
wisely.
Choose wisely. I think you know what to do.
I think so. I think it's this one, right?
I'm not saying anything.
Right? Right? All right, so we're going to do that. All right.
Okay.
I think that's the move.
I think that. Oh, I see.
It forms 1 and actually 2.
No, I don't think it formed that.
Oh, it didn't form that, right?
No, yeah.
You confused me with your talk.
I think you might have removed.
That's
one
what I
from
removed.
there.
Yeah.
So you can only place ones on the ones that.
That's
have ones.
right.
Okay. Well,
was that the one? By the way, was that the one? Because I have no idea.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Yeah, that was the one. Because this is nothing for me. I don't. There's nothing. Is this going to form a forest square right now with just 1 dark blue? So I have to remove this.
Okay.
But now it goes back to you, and now you must remove a counter token.
I must remove, you say.
Yeah, I mean, you have so many to choose from, so.
Well, I think this one unveils this.
And this.
And that. Shoot. And which creates a good amount for you. They're all good for you.
I mean, they're also good for you if you look closely.
Oh my gosh, if I look closely, this is the hard part. I'll do it.
Yeah?
I'll take it.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so now I have access to this or this. So we've already come to the conclusion that that's not going to do anything. So I guess I'll take this.
Sure.
All right. You're so lucky that that's still there.
Thank you.
Well, just to keep my options open, I'm going to place it here.
Okay.
So that I have those corner parts again.
Creation.
Yes. All right.
All right. I'm going to keep it nice and tight. We're just going to slip it in here.
Oh, no. I didn't see that. This is the end, everyone. This is the end, my friend.
Okay.
The end of my snowflake game. I can see the writing on the walls.
Yeah.
I guess I have to do this.
So
I'll go ahead and remove that. It doesn't unveil anything.
No, it doesn't, right?
No, but it goes back to you. My brilliant plan was I was going to remove this and force this out, and then this entire area would have melted. But I totally,
devious.
I don't know why I didn't see that.
Okay, so if I remove this one, the one I just created, it's just a bunch of my color and that one single dot. Does that one single dot fit in here? No, but it fits there.
That's why I put that there, to keep my options open.
And then if I remove this, that gives you this to go just here and here.
Yes.
If everything is good. Is good. All right, I'm going to do it. The one that I just put in is going to be the one without.
Wow, this
do you like
gift you've given me. Such a gift.
Is it a gift?
I do. Oh my gosh, the tables have turned. We've got, well, no, actually they haven't turned quite yet. We're even Steven now.
No, I'm in trouble. Now it turned.
Well, it's back to you, Naveen.
And now I have to pluck
Yes, continue to melt.
All right, let's go ahead and get this out. And that exposes these 2 for you.
These 2?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to take this one.
Sure.
Because I don't think this
helps
me anywhere. So I'll take this card, and I could do that. Or I could do this. What is more helpful, I guess?
This is a very scary little land bridge right here.
I know. It is.
It's like choose wisely. But I guess you're the one in control of it. Because you have that.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it here.
Okay.
So that'll form me another one right there. All right, back to you.
All right, real simple, real easy.
Nice.
Remove one, Monique.
I'm going to remove this one. It unlocks that card. So.
Oh, boy.
What would you like to do, Naveen?
What do I... Oh, man.
So just so we are certain, this is there. Yeah, if you take this out, this will all melt away.
Well, it depends. If I take this out...
No, as soon as you remove it...
Then it's melted, yeah?
It creates a... It disconnects it.
Now, we're not entirely sure about this, but we're gonna go with it.
Okay.
Do we agree that, like,
yeah.
I move this from here, and I'm basically maintaining this land bridge here.
Yeah, the rule book doesn't clarify whether or not this immediately melts, or because Naveen relocated it here, it stayed connected.
It's all connected still.
So we're going to play it this way. We're going to play it as if you can move it, and after completing the action, if it's not disconnected, then it doesn't melt, right? So we're going to continue going like this.
It benefits me, so yes.
Okay, so nothing is available, right? I have to remove one of my counters.
You must.
All right, so I'll do this. Because Naveen is going to open up something.
Yeah,
we're really surviving here.
This is bad now. Okay, these are all really bad. This nice little border here that you have here is a big problem for me.
It's nice, but it also...
I should have just let it thaw.
I
should have just let it all wipe. This is like really bothering me.
It's not really in my best interest though to continue to build out snowflakes here if this is so weak. You know?
Wow. Weak.
It is. It's been held on by one card.
It is. All right, I think I'm in big trouble here, so I'm going to go ahead and just...
Remove that?
I'm going to take this one. Oh, painful.
Wow.
It's so painful.
You did a whole... You did a switcheroo.
Ah.
Well, it only unlocks this card. I don't necessarily know that I want... I'm just going to put it here. Just go towards the right side entirely. All right, Naveen. What's it gonna be?
I think it has to be this one.
Oh, that unlocks so many cards?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
So
many good things for you.
Well, I'm just gonna take this one.
To cause more problems for me.
Yeah. And then where do I put it? No, I'm taking this. This actually has to go here.
Oh, so it keeps it alive.
It keeps this. Yeah, it does.
It keeps the whole thing alive.
The whole thing alive.
Love it.
Hold on.
Love it.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do it. Keeps the whole thing alive.
Oh boy.
So, all right.
Oh boy.
Back to you. I thought it wasn't going to, but it did.
Yeah. All right, I'll take this one and just place it here. Gonna keep this going there, and this one will die.
Yes. Melted that card. So now it goes back to me, and I'm going to remove this.
Yeah.
Because everything is still locked in. Back to you. What are you going to remove, Naveen?
All right, I think I'm going to try to hang on for as long as I can. I'm going to remove this one here.
Oh, nice.
Which doesn't open up any cards for you to take.
No, it doesn't.
Which is good. Hopefully it opens up something for me.
Sorry, that is still attached. Okay, sure. I guess I'll remove this. So back to you. That unlocked these two cards.
So then with these two cards, I'll take this one.
Okay.
And so we're gonna have to zoom out a little bit here because I'm gonna need to place this here.
Okay.
To create a 4.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll just place this token here.
So it's a little bit off screen.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna need to zoom out because I'm gonna take this card and it's gonna break apart Naveen's formation. So just know that there are more snowflakes down here. I don't actually think this will create anything new.
Oh, that's good.
By me moving it. Yeah. So that is kind of the.
Oh no!
Nice
Did I just kill myself?
But it does.
I think I killed myself.
Well, actually, no. This does. I can do that.
Oh, even worse.
I can do that. So that creates. Shoot. And then everything down here, which is 3 cards and
2 of my
2 snowflake counters.
No,
have melted
away. I think that's game. I think everything is connected. There is no free. I have to do this. And now Monique.
That's it.
Dang it! I thought I was like being clever by doing that. I didn't see that land bridge.
Snowflake game. I was rooting for you, Naveen. This time.
Dang, I cannot beat Monique in this game. Every single time we play, she wins.
That is the meanest snowflake. This is the only snowflake game I've ever played, I think,
only
right?
Snowflakes, yeah.
Yeah? Well, anyway, there you go. That
go.
is Winter. It's a cute little game. You know, it's very simple. You just have snowflake tokens and cards that just have snowflakes on them. But what you do with the cards is what makes the entire experience. In my opinion, I don't think this is a 10 or 15 minute long game.
Yeah,
this is...
all of our games run a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'd say it
because
runs like half an hour.
We constantly are thinking like, man, okay, if I do that, this leaves this, and this, and which I obviously made the mistake at the end there, but it's tough because it puts you in these like positions, especially when it's like, I have to start the thaw.
I
have to take mine off first, and then you have the upper hand on the next one, and it's like, how do I turn the tide? Because eventually you're going to find it swings, and this game swung a couple times.
Yeah.
And you really can't tell from the very beginning like who is going to do well, which is nice because you're building it out together.
It's all about that second phase.
Yeah.
That second phase is where the true game is.
There's also that chicken mechanism, like in the very beginning, where it's like, okay, I've created all these 2x2s. I want the right to choose where the cards go, but I also need to get these tokens out there because that is also the timer. So it's a really clever mechanism.
It's very clever. Yeah. This game is, I love it. I love this game so much. The first time we played it at Essen, I was like, I didn't know what to expect. You know, you pull out the cards and it's a lot of snowflakes. And then you start reading the rules and you think, wow, it's really simple. But as we got into it, it's so tactical. It is so tactical. You're playing offense, defense with pretty much every move.
Yeah, it was about the right when we got to the Frost the first time we played it, where I was like, oh wow, this is a really good game.
Yeah.
Because when you're at first you're just kind of like playing it and setting it up, you don't really see exactly why you're doing things. But once you're in that melt phase and you only have 3 options, and one of your options is lose one of your tokens, then you really like, oh, I built out on the outskirts. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You really want to be built on that inner circle, that inner like center, where you can start plucking off things that don't expose things for your opponent to now create their own snowflake. I think it's really cool. I really enjoy the game.
Cool. Yeah. The first time we played it, Naveen, you were kind of caught off guard with how quickly the first phase ends. Because that's the thing about the first phase. The timer is all dictated by the deck. And players, if you haven't put out all of your tokens, you're going to run out of time, because as soon as that second phase hits, you can no longer just put these out. The only way that you can put out your counter tokens is by relocating a card and forming a new lattice that way.
Yeah, so
which is not always ideal, right?
Yeah, so if you put out less and you're on the outskirts, you're going to find yourself in a big trouble, because things are going to start melting on you. You're going to lose tokens and not have the opportunity to create new ones out there. So it's a good delicate balance. And I'm finding our games are actually going longer.
They are.
Because of our knowledge for like, okay, this has this and this consequence. So yeah, it's really good.
Because in the beginning I thought like remove a counter token. That always felt painful. That always felt like a loss, you know, in the second phase when you have to remove them. But it's actually quite strategic, because you can decide what card to unlock by removing your counter tokens that either won't help your opponent or will cause an entire section of their counter tokens to melt.
Like me.
So it's really great. And it's such a small game, really great price point. It's a very small box, so you can travel with it. The only thing is you need table space, because if you watch the playthrough, as you can see, it kind of moves. You don't know where this is going to take you.
I think we started here, we built out there, and then eventually it kind of like swung this way. So
the other day when we played it, it kind of moved all the way down the table. So that is the only thing about the game. But otherwise, it's just a perfect game for our play style.
Yep, exactly.
So if this game isn't already out, it will be out soon. Again, it's published by Devir, and it's a part of a small box line, I believe, that they've just started. Yeah,
it's in the top corner. It says 4 seasons. Now, we don't know. This is pure speculation, but I'm assuming there might be like a spring, summer, fall games that will be coming out.
I'm ready.
Small box, but if they're like this, or if they kind of play on this, bring them on.
Well, there you have it. That is Winter. We just wanted to kind of celebrate the start of the holiday season with a winter-themed game.
Yes, well, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like these kind of videos, want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.